Well, welcome back to another episode of Meet the Crew. We are so glad to see you guys already today on this video. As you can see, I have our wonderful pre-K and kindergarten team with us today. And I personally love kindergarten teachers because that means they are typically the fun ones. They're typically the crazy ones because they have to deal with 5-year-olds and 4-year-olds all day long. So they kind of have to be a little crazy, kind of like the music teacher does as well. So I am really excited to be here today. We're going to jump right in with our first question, the same question I've been asking everybody, which is, who was your favorite teacher? Because as we all know, teachers typically are inspired by another teacher to become a teacher. So I love asking other teachers this question. So I'm going to start with Miss Campagna, our kindergarten teacher. Who was your favorite teacher growing up?
I thankfully had a lot of wonderful teachers. The one that stands out to me the most would be my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Hollinger. Had a calm demeanor, always had a smile on her face, and just going to her class was very fun.
Awesome. What about you, Miss Bird?
My favorite teacher was my kindergarten teacher. She was also my 4th grade teacher, and she was just so kind and compassionate, and she made learning fun.
Great. And Miss Waller, what about you?
Mine would be my 4th grade teacher, Miss Gooden. She believed in me in ways that I didn't believe in myself, and her classroom felt like another home.
Great. And Miss Taylor, how about you?
I think my most memorable teacher was definitely my high school history teacher. His name was Mr. Harlan. And he just had such an interesting way of delivering, his teaching. And I think it really helped too that we have the same taste in music.
Great. Miss Villa Gomez, how about you?
I think I would have to say my history teacher in high school too. His name was Mr. Liniger, and he was just so crazy. He jumped on tables. We always played games, and even though I didn't like history, he made it fun.
Awesome. And Miss Boyle, your favorite teacher?
I think I was grateful too because I always had a lot of wonderful teachers, but the one that sticks out is my 4th grade teacher. She was really creative, and my friends and I liked to put on plays in front of the classroom. She was always willing to let us do that.
Cool. I love asking that question. It always gets great answers. But I'm going to stick with the school theme. I know me growing up, my cafeteria experience was different than what we have these days. But what was your favorite meal as a student from the cafeteria? Or if you were a bring lunch from home person, what was the favorite thing that you brought from home that you would eat during lunchtime? And let's start with Miss Bird with this one.
Chicken nuggets, and it still is my favorite thing to eat in the cafeteria.
Gotta love some chicken nuggets. All right, Miss Waller, what about you?
In elementary school, they would give us chiquitas with queso, and it was the best.
Wow, that sounds great now. I'd like that now. Miss Taylor, what about you?
Yes, I loved the nacho line. So it had the chips, the beef, the nacho cheese. I think it had beans in there.
Yeah, very cool. Miss Villa Gomez.
So mine's a little weird. They would give these personal pan the Robin pizzas, and so they would put queso on it, and it was really good.
Wow, that's like next level lunch. Mrs. Boyle, what about you?
Well, most of the time my mom would send my lunch, and this was back in elementary school, and I used to have a Tupperware lunchbox, and in that lunchbox there was a cup, and she would fill it with Kool-Aid the night before and freeze it, so I would have a slush at lunchtime. So those were always my favorite.
That sounds great. That's a great idea. And Miss Campagna, what about you?
Well, I was the picky eater, so I always brought my lunch, and inside my lunchbox was usually a fried bologna sandwich with Cheetos and a Twinkie.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to move on from the school theme, and I'm going to ask a question that I'm sure made you all really nervous. But what is something that is a hidden talent of yours? This is just a quirky, funny way for our students to know you a little bit, just to kind of know where you're coming from. What is a quirky or hidden talent? And let's start with Miss Waller.
So I asked a few people because I didn't know, and they said baking. So I really like to bake.
Well, I had a really hard time with this one. I even thinking about it. So I finally asked my mom and my daughter, I don't really have any talents that nobody knows about. But my mom was saying, you can speed read. I can take a whole book, a huge book, and read it in a day, read really fast.
That's awesome. That's something I'm jealous of. I wish I could do that. Miss Taylor, what about you?
Yes, so this was also hard for me. I think I came up with a pretty good one now. So I'm really great at animal impressions.
Whoa.
So, Old MacDonald Had a Farm, that song, I get pretty into it. I've got a bunch that I've mastered.
Okay, I hate to do it. Can I put you on the spot? Can you give us an animal impression?
I I thought you were going to ask that. And yes, I do have one. Okay, so my favorite one to do would probably be the elephant. So here's my best jab at it. Hopefully it translates well on the video. Okay, here we go.
That's so good. Like that. Okay, what about you, Miss Campagna?
I'm a dancer, so my favorite style of dance is hip hop.
Whoa, okay. All right, that'd be fun. The kids will love that. Cool. Miss Villa Gomez, how about you?
So I can do the splits.
Oh, I cannot do that. I think I would be in trouble if I even tried to do that. So that's funny. Mrs. Bird, how about you?
I can still do a cartwheel. That's
You know,
my
I've
hidden
never
talent.
been able to do cartwheel. Like, I don't know if that was something that I just like, maybe like some gap of knowledge I never learned as a kid, but I've never been able to pull one off. I'm pretty sure I looked pretty miserable when I tried to. So cool. That's some great, I like those. Those are good hidden talents. And I hope to hear more, animal sounds throughout the year. And I also would love some hip hop dancing lessons too, because I'm not a good dancer either. So, okay, last one. I've been doing some random pick'ems with our videos, and this one, speaking of animals, we're gonna stick with that theme right now. I just want you to tell me dolphins or sharks, and let's start with Miss Villa Gomez.
Definitely sharks. I love Shark Week, and I went to the ocean, and I actually jumped in, and a shark
Ooh.
went right by me.
Okay, Miss Bird, what about you?
I like them both. I've been swimming with dolphins before, and then a few years ago when I went scuba diving with my dad, we saw a great white shark on the dive. So
There's something wrong. I can't. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay, Miss Campagna, what about you?
Dolphins, hands down.
All right, dolphins.
Their noise that they make.
Yeah. All right, so you got a buddy now. You can do them together. All right, and Miss Boyle, what about you?
Definitely, absolutely dolphins.
Okay.
Scared of sharks.
Awesome. Yeah, same. I know, same. They're all talking about swimming with sharks like it's no big deal. I'm like, I'd be seeing a counselor for that still. So.
You and me both.
Miss Taylor, what about you?
I really love sharks. I think they're very interesting. There's actually over 400 species of sharks.
Yeah.
So they definitely, to me, are king of the ocean for sure.
Sharks are very interesting, but I don't want to be anywhere near them. That's perfectly fine with me. So, and Miss Waller, how about you?
I would say dolphins for sure.
Okay, dolphins. Awesome. Well, I hope that you guys had fun today. I also really hope that this kind of helps your future pre-K and kinder students get to know you just a little bit better, and also put a face with the teachers' names that you guys who are watching are going to get come August. I know that you guys, as long as me and everybody else, is just super excited to get into that building and get started. And we cannot wait to see you in the fall. And we hope that you guys use these videos just to kind of get to know us, but also to just be a part of our community. We can't wait to see you in the fall, and don't forget to take flight.